In 2023, I have uploaded 12 videos here on this YouTube channel. They say nobody's perfect, and as much as we'd all like to believe it isn't, it's true. So let's take a look at every mistake I've made this year, 2023. For starters, in the drift away analysis, I used an effect on this intro graphic called Mosaic In. The effect looks great, however, if you do not set the still block count high enough, the graphic will look jagged. Something that I did in fact forget to do. In that same video, I forgot to add an end quote to this text that fades in despite the first block in the sequence starting with a quotation mark. In this video, Bad People Are Interesting, the letter S can be seen in front of the background for no obvious reason. I knew of this when I had rendered that export and decided to leave it in because I thought that it would be funny. That isn't the only mistake in that video. In fact, you could make an entire separate video solely on why that mess of a video was a mistake. In Scary Portrayals of Mental Health, I mentioned that there is not much exploration of mental health in music. These songs beg to differ. This is an absurd statement taken the way I worded it, as mental health may be one of the most explored topics in art. In Cricket Spitting, I show 2 clips of a juggler from the YouTube channel Taylor Tries. However, I forgot to credit her within the video itself. It's not the end of the world though, because I put a link to her channel in the description of the video afterward. Not only did I forget to do that, but I also forgot to look up how to pronounce the sports cable company ESPN. In the video, I pronounced it as ESPN. In Scary Signs, I bring up the lab safety precautions that scientists must take in order to avoid bodily harm. I show this with 3 text graphics, and the first 2 are accurate lab precautions, goggles and gloves, but the third one says immortality. However, immortality is not a precaution that scientists can take. In my video Olfactory Art, I bring up a quote saying that bleaching grounds from a long time ago would have smelled like a combination of rank buttermilk and sharp lye. However, despite the fact that I had read the quote as it had been written into the script using the word of, I decided to put the word between into this graphic. In my PopCap Games video, I mentioned an unused track by the composer for Plants vs. Zombies titled Zombotany. I said that the track was meant for the Zombotany minigame, despite the fact that it is clearly stated on Laura's Bandcamp that the track was meant for the Dr. Zomboss fight. But then why is it called that if it's not meant for the minigame of the same name? Well, because that's what the game was going to be called during the point at which the song was made. In Why Wii Sports Feels Fake, I mentioned that an application of the Frutiger Arrow aesthetic can be found in Windows XP. However, it far more closely follows the Y2K aesthetic. And finally, my most recent mistake of the year 2023 was in my channel retrospective, in which there is a major editing mistake around the timestamp 3 minutes and 58 seconds, where a strange black shape can be seen around my profile picture. Now, those are all the mistakes I've made in the year 2023. Fortunately for me, this video will be completely free of error, as I will not have the chance to oversee its flaws when I take a look at all the mistakes I will end up making in 2024, because this video will be uploaded while it is still 2023. I don't know who I'm owning with that, but he, she, they, it have been owned.